Days of Our Lives twist. EJ after coma. Chases vengeance or redemption when he wakes. Days of Our Lives. EJ uses Arnold. Will EJ DiMera embrace villainy or seek vengeance? Days of Our Lives. Rachel dances with danger? Greetings to all Days of Our Lives fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. Days of Our Lives sees EJ DiMera is down but not out, indeed after he took a pellet to the casket. And this may be the perfect occasion for EJ to pivot and get every single thing that he wants. Let's talk about how EJ could either learn his assignment and redeem himself and become a better man, or double down and head down a darker path. But first, if you're not following us, please click that subscribe button. Days of Our Lives. EJ uses Arnold. Just before EJ DiMera was shot, he was actually feeling enough good about effects with Rachel Black out of the picture, since EJ stockpiled Kristen's psycho mama, nearly no bone can find her. He's feeling enough trim that he got down with his crimes. To be fair, it's not like EJ wanted Arnold Finneran to come back to Salem. He was actually frightened to see Rafe's lookalike back on the scene. But in typical EJ's fashion, he didn't look a gift villain in the mouth and decided to use Arnold to try and get his DA job back and get Jada and Belle ousted. None of that worked out well, but in the end, EJ thinks he's got all the loose ends tied off. Days of Our Lives. Ava leaves town. Ava Vitalis agreed not to talk, and she left city. Mama Rachel Blake is stockpiled down, who knows where. And away from Johnny DiMera being furious at him, EJ's in enough good position right now. But also Air came calling with a pellet. I mean, he's lucky Chad DiMera set up him, because else EJ would have bled out. And also when Chad was sitting at his side at the sanitarium, of course, EJ had a seizure and effects turned a lot worse for him. But we do know that he lives. Dan Furigal has been posting behind the scenes shots of him still rephotographing Indeed now, which means EJ survives and continues to be on Days of Our Lives for at least the coming 8 or 9 months, given the tape recording to Air detention. But there are a couple of ways this firing could work out for him. EJ DiMera's implicit redemption arc after near-death experience on Days of Our Lives. First of all, and this would be ideal, right? It'd be veritably nice. We could see this near-death experience really change EJ for the better. After Johnny set up out, EJ blackmailed Sammy Brady into bed, and that's how he was conceived. Johnny's devastated. He cut his pater out of his life, and EJ's worried about it. And EJ has to know it's a phenomenon that he was suitable to get relief of Rachel Sr. and Arnold, and isn't facing any felonious charges. So EJ could suppose, wow, I got really lucky. I can turn over a new splint, renew everything now that I'm in the clear from these recent events. Not only is my son furious, but I nearly went to jail and also was nearly killed. So EJ could suppose all of that. We could indeed see him grovel to Johnny, apologize to Kristen DiMera, perhaps let her Zoom converse with her mama Rachel to prove she's okay, and also set about to be a better father, a family, a mate to Belle Black, and a businessman. EJ could do all of that with this new parcel on life. That's one path. That's the high road. Days of Our Lives spoilers. Will EJ DiMera embrace villainy or seek vengeance? But this is in seed of Stefano DiMera. So what I feel like is more likely is that EJ tries and influence this near-death tragedy to get everything he wants. That sounds more like a move that EJ DiMera would make. While he's in a medically convinced coma, Belle Black sits at his side, and she admits she has fallen in love with him. The question is, what happens when EJ wakes up? Belle still doesn't like his shady conditioning and his felonious habits. So EJ could run some kind of con when he wakes up. You know, first of all, he could pretend he doesn't have any recollections of what happened. He could claim ignorance about all the recent events since Arnold's return to shut down any farther questions about Rafe Hernandez's hijacking or any chance he could be fulfilled. He could act like he knows nothing about Arnold being in City, Ava's prison, Rachel Blake going missing, or indeed her turning up. EJ could simply pretend he's got amnesia and act confused and refuse to answer questions. Days of Our Lives. EJ gets vengeance. Or another volition is EJ could use this occasion for vengeance. Rather than pretending he can't flash back, He can pretend he remembers everything and charge someone he hates of shooting him, not the real shooter, but someone he wants to go down. There's a long list of suspects. Ava Vitali is in Hong Kong with her son Trip Dalton, but I don't suppose she shot him anyway. And with her gone, that's presumably enough to satisfy EJ. And we know Johnny took Roman Brady's gun and sounded to consider shooting his pater. But I don't suppose Johnny did it. And I misdoubt EJ would charge him indeed if Johnny did actually pull the detector. Days of our lives implicit suspects in EJ's firing: Gabby, Kristen, or Kate. Now, Gabby Hernandez put a gun in EJ's face, and it was only Jack Jr. Devereaux showing up to the DiMera manse that stopped Gabby from putting a pellet into EJ weeks agone, and he really hates Gabby, so she's notoriety he might charge of the firing. Jada Hunter also made pitfalls, and EJ despises her. And Kristen DiMera hovered to shoot her family, and she has her mama Rachel's gun in her bag. JJ's going to find it there this week. But I don't suppose EJ would charge his family of shooting him. Days of our lives, Kate Roberts on the list? But there's one other woman in Salem who has rubbed EJ the wrong way lately. That's Kate Roberts. EJ blames Kate for Johnny's rage and guilt because EJ doesn't see at all why Kate had to tell his son about the Sammy incident. Indeed, Kate admitted it shouldn't have come out that way. And EJ hovered her sons as discipline. Also, Rex Brady was injured in a mega hit and run, and Kate worries that EJ set that up. So, as this week demurred off, indeed Philip Kiriakis questioned Kate, asked his mama if she shot EJ. So, no matter who really shot him, I could see him charge either Gabby or Kate of the deed. And of the two of them, I suspect EJ would most probably want to lash out at Kate. He knows he deserves Gabby's wrath, but what Kate did to EJ seems pointlessly cruel towards Johnny. And that's why EJ is so furious. So if Kate's got no justification, EJ may take advantage and charge her. Days of Our Lives spoilers: did little Rachel shoot EJ? The shocking verity revealed. And the big question is, if Kate didn't shoot EJ, why would he charge her rather of revealing the real shooter? Because we know he surely saw who shot him. And by the way, I misdoubt Rafe's recording device got the shooter because he was so focused on aiming it at the president where EJ sits, and the shooter was several bases down over towards the lounge. So according to my leaker, it's little Rachel Black who got hold of a gun and accidentally or perhaps on purpose shot her uncle EJ. Since Kristen was carrying the revolver in her bag, it would have been super easy for little Rachel to put her hands on it. And she might have heard Kristen hang EJ, just like when Rachel transferred those trouble textbooks to Ava. You know, Rachel made clear she was only doing what she's seen her mama Kristen do with her adversaries, get them out of the way. Days of Our Lives, Rachel dances with danger? So if Rachel eavesdropped Kristen hovered to kill EJ over her grandma Rachel Blake, that might be why Rachel got the gun and refocused it at EJ, if indeed it was her. Like my leaker says, as wicked of a sprat as little Rachel is, I still don't suppose EJ would want to see his sicky little bastard in a juvie jail. Now they're switching actresses, and the new Rachel begins right as April Sweeps kicks off. So her first scenes may be her with gun in her hand if the leaker is correct. But indeed so, I suppose EJ would prefer to lie and charge Kate and discipline her because she ran her mouth to Johnny. So stay to see if EJ wakes up a new man determined to do better and be better, or if he doubles down and does commodity worse once he's out of the coma. I'm tete-a-tete hoping for unlawful, but we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.